There are some places in the world that are better left unexplored. Some forests, some roads, some forgotten towns. Once you step into them, you may never leave. This is the story of the Belknap family and their terrifying encounter with something that should not exist in a place that was never meant to be found. In the summer of 1979, the Belknap family, Michael, his wife Sarah, and their young daughter Emily, decided to take a trip to the remote Appalachian Mountains. They had heard about a small, secluded cabin near the edge of the forest and thought it would be the perfect getaway, far from the noise of the city. The cabin was exactly what they were hoping for. Isolated, peaceful, and surrounded by thick woods. The perfect spot for a family to relax and unwind. But something was off from the moment they arrived. On the porch, they noticed an odd symbol carved into the wood. It was nothing they recognized. Strange, almost otherworldly. Michael dismissed it as a quirky decoration, but Sarah couldn't shake the uneasy feeling that lingered in the air. That night, as they settled in, they heard strange noises from the forest. Twigs snapping, footsteps crunching in the distance, and something that sounded like a distant voice calling their names. But when Michael stepped outside to check, there was nothing there. Sarah, still uneasy, suggested they leave early in the morning. But Michael insisted it was nothing to worry about, just the sounds of nature. The next morning, they decided to take a hike through the woods, hoping to shake off the tension from the night before. But as they ventured deeper into the forest, Emily started to act strangely. Emily, just 6 years old, became fixated on something in the woods, something they couldn't see. She kept whispering under her breath, "He's waiting for us." When they tried to pull her away, she became frantic, screaming to be let go, as though something was holding her there. But the worst was yet to come. That night, as the family sat around a fire, they heard the same strange noises again. Footsteps, whispers, but this time, much closer. Suddenly, Emily disappeared. She was there one moment and gone the next. Michael and Sarah searched for hours, calling her name, but there was no sign of her. The next day, the police were called, and a search team scoured the forest for days. But Emily was never found. The only thing left behind was a single footprint, much too small to belong to an adult. And a symbol, identical to the one on the cabin post, carved into the ground where she had last been seen. The Belknap family never spoke of the incident again. Michael and Sarah left the area, but their lives were never the same. They later divorced, both haunted by the same unexplainable fear. To this day, the cabin remains abandoned, deep in the woods. No one has lived there since, and no one dares to venture near it. Some say the forest is cursed. Others believe something in the woods took Emily. But whatever it was, it's still waiting, and it might be closer than you think. Do you believe in the paranormal? Have you had an encounter in the woods? Share your story in the comments below.